I'm delighted to be joined by Oisin Murphy, ahead of a massive weekend at home and abroad. Welcome along, Oisin. How's it going?
Yeah, very good. Thanks, Ben. The sun's finally shining, and it looks like we might have a few drier days, which will obviously help the racing at Newmarket.
Yeah, looking forward to this weekend. Let's just quickly reflect on last weekend, the Cambridgeshire meeting at Newmarket, because we got a career best performance, didn't we, out of Royal Playwright in the Royal Lodge?
Yeah, I'm very pleased with him. Ben, I thought his homework was really good since the Solario. I genuinely feel that ground, although it's drying, it might be slow enough for him. Although he's by Lope de Vega, he's a very good mover. I just expected him to be traveling a little bit better through the middle part of the race. But take nothing away from the winner, Wimbledon Hawkeye. He's done nothing wrong. His son of Kamiko, he's probably improved with every race, and he was really good on Saturday.
What's the plan with the Royal Playwright? Will he be put away now, or maybe another run?
Andrew hasn't really decided. I think himself and Jeff Smith and David Bowe will have a chat. But my initial thoughts were he's achieved plenty this year, and he's a horse to look forward to next year, you know.
Yeah, really looking forward to him as a 3-year-old. You had a win at the Cambridgeshire meeting on the Wacko Kid in the Tattersall Stakes.
Yeah, thankfully, career best from him. Very tough. It was Hugo's idea to make the running on him if I could, and maybe just grab a rail to make it more difficult for the others. And yeah, he was strong through the line. It was probably good placing, but you couldn't ask for a better attitude from the horse. And it'd be interesting to see if he runs again this year.
Must have come out of it well, because there was talk of him being supplemented for France this weekend.
Yeah, well, I just felt 7 furlongs, slightly easing the ground, suits him well. I don't think he's going to be a very strong stayer. He has a fair bit of natural speed. But it'll be interesting to see what Hugo wants to do next. You know, he's a Group 3 winner. He's a tough horse.
Okay, let's talk about Newmarket this weekend, because it's the Group 1 Sun Chariot Stakes. See the Fire and Tamfana, that must have been a really tough decision for you.
Well, I didn't really have a decision to make, to be honest, Ben. If See the Fire was running, I was going to be riding her. After York, I felt that it was most likely we'd be going for the Opera. But Jeff Smith feels like he wanted to stay at home at Newmarket, and she was third in a Fillies Mile last year. So it's a small field, only 6 runners, but they're quality animals. Nashra is highest rated. I have a lot of respect for her. I know she often carries a little bit of condition. She hasn't ran in a while, but she's very high-class filly. In Spiral, if she puts her best foot forward, she was electric in this race last year. You know, we don't need to chat too much about her. We know how good she is. Tamfana looks like she's improving. She'll love the ground. The stiff finish at Newmarket will suit her very well. Downation has good form, probably the most likely front runner. El Malka, Kipco 1000 Guineas winner. She's done nothing wrong in defeat and back to where she had that Group 1 victory. And obviously, See the Fire was very good at York. We're back a half furlong in trip, and I won't be riding her more aggressively because of that. She'll want to follow and pass them as they begin to slow down. But you know, hopefully now she can run another good race.
What about the Rowley Mile for Oisin? Because obviously she was beaten in the Fillies Mile and she ran below form in the Guineas. Is there any concerns over the track for her?
I suppose she was a little bit weaker, you know, particularly when she ran the Fillies Mile. She was always going to be a filly that improved from 2 to 3. When she works on the grass up the downs in Kingsclear, it's quite undulating and she has terrific balance. So, no, I'd be very, very happy that she can cope with the track nowadays.
Okay. Good luck with her on Saturday. See the Fire. Is there anything else you're looking forward to riding at Newmarket on Saturday?
Yeah, I think Incensed is improving. I saw her, what day are we on today? Thursday. Yeah, so I saw her yesterday morning, Ben, and she never looked better. I don't know why she ran a little bit below par at Sandown. I thought she'd win a couple of starts ago, but she got it right at Kempton. And I think the nature of the track will be really good for her, and I hope she's ahead of her mark. You know, looking at that race, there's actually quite a few of them that could end up being black type fillies, but she definitely falls into that category.
Okay, big day at Longchamp on Sunday, the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe. You're on Sunway for David Menuisier. First of all, drawn in 15.
Yeah, that's fine for him. I won't be rushing to get inside and get a position. I'll allow him jump and we'll go forward a little bit. And you have plenty of time to commit to a spot then before you start turning. There's no pressure, which is great. Thought his run the Ledger was fine. I obviously thought he could win the Ledger, but I'm used to him. I know what he's like, and hopefully I can get the best out of him. You would ride many horses in the Arc that probably are big prices, but that don't have a chance. And if this fella can get it together on Sunday, he definitely can run a huge race.
Well, when you look at his Irish Derby form alone and how close he was to Los Angeles and the price discrepancy between those two, immediately he looks like he could be a big price.
Yeah, and after the line at the Curragh, I was in front and I couldn't slow him down. He nearly took off into the boards with me. That's how big an engine he has. So I just need to get him organised and hopefully the race will be run to suit for him.
Yeah, the nature of the race should suit, shouldn't it? A big field, a strong gallop, a mile and a half.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then I suppose it's just about getting him rolling at the right time. I mean, as a 2-year-old, he possessed a lot of speed, but he looks like more of a stayer nowadays.
He must have gone through the race. I mean, it looks an open arc to me, but who do you think's the most likely winner?
I think the Japanese horse. He's a full brother to an Arc winner. His run in the Irish Champion Stakes was fantastic. He was strong in the last half furlong. He'll improve going up in trip. Mr. Yahagi knows how to bring horses all over the world, his trainer. And he's the one I'd want to be riding.
Okay, let's chat about a couple of your undercard rides on the Arc card, because you're on no half measures for Richard Hughes in the Abbey.
Yeah, she's improving. Ryan was really happy with her at Newbury last time in the World Trophy. Look, if she doesn't get too far back and I can kind of, at the fastest part of the race, be midway, if I can be in touch with the leaders there, I think she has a huge chance. She's coming good at the right time, and yeah, I'm looking forward to her.
And what about Running Lion in the Prix de l'Opera?
Look, she hasn't ran in a while. She wasn't right when she ran the Falmouth. She's been given some time to come out of that. I rode her work last Saturday. I don't think she's ever been better in her action and temperament and everything. Slight concern, I suppose, is the layoff, but I think she doesn't take a lot of work. She's very clean-winded. She needs a career best to be involved here. I think it's quite a good race. I mean, Friendly Soul doesn't want the ground too slow, but it's good filly. Ylang and Content have both been left in. Sparkling Beauty was in there as well. Obviously, that Nassau Stakes form was pretty strong, and she did nothing wrong early in the year as well. So I think the Opera is quite a good race.
And finally, Flora of Bermuda in the Foray. Interesting step up in trip.
Yeah, I thought it was worth a try. Look, I was very happy with the way she broke and who I was following at Haydock. But they both stopped at the same time in a Sharon and Buckingham Forte, and I got dragged out of the race. So, I felt really bad for the owners and obviously the people who prepare Flora Bermuda at home. It's going to be a rough race, big field, almost a maximum field. It will be very rough, and she's not the biggest, but I thought it was worth trying her up in trip, and sure, we'll see how we get on. She can always come back for Champions Day. She hasn't been over trained or over tried this year.
Good stuff. Well, good luck this weekend, Oisin. Thanks for joining us as always.
Thanks very much, Ben.